Alyssa wasn't taking no for an answer. So, oh, he's just done you. That was a big fish. He's taking everything. Huh?
Yeah.
That was a big fish. That's alright. She just got dusted. Now that fish deserves to swim free. Very light line, guys. Fishing. This is, well, people fish lighter obviously, but this is 8.5 pound for these monsters. 8.5 pound. You know, it's pretty light. And as you can say, it's all full snaggy territory on that side. That's fine though. It's if they win their freedom, they win their freedom. Part of the thing. Alyssa's lost a lot of fish. It's not the first fish she lost. No, yeah, and that's alright. That's what keeps her going back for more. Oh, he came to the top. What the hell?
Flying fish.
Now he's gone down. Oh, dusted.
No way.
just launched on the broad route. Alyssa's untying the boat. We're going to shove off and we're going to go in search of some fish. See what we can't find in Gippsland again. What do you say, Alyssa? Okay. Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
Okay, let us go. Push off. sort of location, and that's around the first island here in Marlo. And the sound over here, there's a bait school. It's a school of bait there. And I'm actually going to flick the sounder over to a side scan and just go along the wall and see if we can't find any fish that are holding up close to the wall. Big brim like to hold up next to the structure. Mullet and those sort of species don't really care. They will swim around quite happily. And I've got big brim in the middle of the lake as well. But generally they like to hold a lot around a bit of structure. So I'm just going to go along this wall and side scan. The tide is pushing in. So what I want to do is I want to go down and sound up. So I'll be going against the tide. So when I do sound up fish, I can drop the anchor and just back the boat back up to where we want to fish, or where the fish we want to target. The current is it normally does run pretty strong over here because the system is open to the ocean. So I'm quite close to the wall now. So I'm just going to stick this on side scan, and I need to, I know there's fish under the boat, but it will be interesting to see if we can sound up any fish close to the wall and go from there.
Why is it so big?
The cow. Yeah, that's right. That's a big cow.
Why is it so? What?
Plenty of burgers over there.
Is that a giant? That's not a cow.
Okay, so let's go further down and we'll work our way up. There's a bit of a sand spit in the middle here with a couple of snags that normally hold fish. So I'm going to go down. And another thing I'm going to do, which may sound a little bit stupid, I'm going to actually have a taste of the water to see if there's any fish on the top. Usually when you can find that difference in salinity, usually that's where I'll find the fish. Although they do swim up in really fresh water. But yeah, that's one of the things I do, taste the water. Don't worry, I get a few looks for doing that. Now there's a few fish on here. But no wow factors. And I've been fishing for this brim now for quite a while, so I can tell the difference between a big fish and a lot of small fish. But for curiosity's sake, I will drop the anchor here just to see if they're mullet. Because the way they're schooled up, they may be mullet. So we'll give it a shot and see if we can get some yellow eyes. What do you reckon, Alyssa? Mullet? Alright, we'll give that a go. Okay guys, the rig we're using today is fairly simple. So just a running sinker, a bit of 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, and a little long shank hook. Now this doesn't have the barbs on it, so I'll leave a bit of the tag sticking out, so when I put the worm on there, that tag will actually act as a barb and keep the worm on there. And the bait we're using, Alyssa, you're going to show them the worm.
Okay.
This is Alyssa's favorite pet, the humble sandworm. Pretty tasty. And we're just going to thread that on the hook. So I like to get a bit on there. push it up till that tag sort of, and that's what I'm talking about. That tag will keep that worm on there. There you go, Alyssa. Cast that off the back there. Oh. That's all right. Yeah, that's okay. And I'm gonna rig up another rod while Alyssa's got a bait out. Okay, that didn't take long at all. So let's see if my theory is right. I think those are yellow eye mullet. Ah, it got out?
Yeah, it was.
It got off. It was a yellow eye mullet. So we're in the right place and we know they're there. It's only Alyssa put more worm on there. Now we're gonna actively fish for these fish because yellow eye mullet, believe it or not, is a really tasty feed, and we haven't had some for a while. So we're gonna target these yellow eye mullet. Okay, this might be the first fish on the boat. And if it is the target species, we called it for what it is. No, this is a toadfish. Sorry, that's not the target species. Toadfish, not the target species. We will go again. But usually the toadies are where the mullet are.
It's pregnant.
So something has filled itself up with water. Okay, Alyssa is on. So I'm just going to put this one side, and I think it's the...
It's a Luderick.
It's a, oh, it's a little Luderick. Okay.
Check it out.
I'll just get the net for this one because we are fishing really light line again. We'll give you a look at this little fish. And that there is a little Luderick, and that will be well and truly a legal one. "30 centimeters that one would be. He's had a few battle scars over there, as you can see. I might let this one go and see if we can get something a little bit bigger. So we'll put that back, and he swam up current, and that's why I sort of positioned the boat in such a way that when I was sounding up current. I know there's fish at the back of the boat, and I've got a feeling there's mullet there. We did hook one, Alyssa dropped it. Mullet, it's kind of mullet are like whiting, you know. If you drop them, they'll spook for a little while, but they will come back. So we will persist and we'll see how we go. I can continue with my rigging. Okay guys, sorry, I was busy trying to sort the burley bucket out, and Alyssa's got the first yellow eye mullet, which we're going to chuck in the live well. I'm going to show the camera the yellow eye mullet. So that school, I can confirm, the school of fish was yellow eye mullet. So I'm going to get some burley down and see if we can't keep them here and get a feed of yellow eye mullet. So we'll pop that in the live well. But anyway, let's get another worm on there. Alyssa seems to be getting all the bites on her side of the boat. So I guess where my next cast is going to be. Accidents happen.
The heck?
Ah, it's videoing again. Look at that. It came on and it's on. That must mean something. That must be a good luck charm. What do you reckon, Alyssa? Okay. Alright, let's get some burley in the water.
Then I'm casting easier.
That's a mullet.
Yeah.
yellow eye mullet, target species. Again, they do grow a lot bigger than this, depending on the time of year, obviously. And it's a bit early for them. The King George whiting of Gippsland. Okay, he's a bit active, that one. Let's see how we go. And that's why the camera turned on. I didn't touch the phone. That turned on its own. So that's the second yellow eye mullet for this morning. We've only been here about 5 minutes. And second yellow eye mullet. So we'll persist and we'll see how we go. Very relaxed sort of fishing. Alyssa?
Yeah.
Jesus, you're a lot taller than the last time you... What the hell happened there?
Oh.
Grow up so quick, these kids. Alyssa's been fishing from the time she's knee-high to a grasshopper, like really bloody small.
It's off.
And she's still fishing. So
Hi, Grandpa.
which is a good thing. Oh, getting a bite there just as I was about to put the rod down. And that felt a bit mullety. Give that burley a bit of a shake too. It is a really beautiful day.
You stole my side.
Huh? Yep. Hi. Yep. No worries, mate. We'll keep it down. He's getting a bit upset with us. Alright. So he was here before us, so
Get off my side.
I think I might have had my bait stripped there. And it has stripped my bait. Sometimes playing around with the length of the leader helps. Also the gauge of leader helps as well. So scaling down sometimes will get you that bite when the fish aren't really in a feeding frenzy. And just by changing the diameter of your leader, it can induce a bite. And I find that the length as well. And then simple stuff like adding a little floater bead can sometimes bring that bait up in the column when they're feeding. Alyssa, we've done that before, haven't we? Mm-hmm. We've done good with that one, especially on the mullet. I didn't think about that. We should put one on, but anyway, that's okay. Okay, looks like Alyssa's on with a head of fish here. Let's see if we can put species number 3 in the boat.
Yeah.
Got a feeling it's a bream, but I may be wrong. I will keep it the rod that way. So away from the motor, stick your rod out so it's away from the motor. Stick your rod out that way, yeah, and lead the fish to you. Yeah, I think this might actually be a little bream. Oh, it's not a little bream actually, it's a good bream. We'll get the net. Oh, it's a Luderick, it's a big Luderick. Okay, just let it do what it wants to do. Now this is one of those bigger model Luderick we were talking about. Just remember, just let it go if it wants to go, not too much tension on the line. That's a good fish. Okay, what's the boat? What's the boat? What's the good fish. Yep. It's not ready. It's not ready. Wait, it's not ready. These things fight till the end. Unfortunately.
Wait, I need to take a picture of that.
Yeah. Take a picture of that. Now that's a good fish. Just hang on a second here.
Where you put the rod?
That's a Luderick, guys. That's a really nice fish. Can you get this net out of the way for me, please? Good job.
Let me send it to Mom. Good. You stole the hook.
Now that's the big Luderick we were talking about. They do get bigger than that, and that's definitely not the biggest we've caught. Am I right, Alyssa? Not as big as the ones that we got in Bim,
Yeah.
but still a very sizable fish. I'm just going to put a new hook for you.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the live well, and you'll be happy to swim around with the mullet and the salmon for a little while. A really nice fish, huh?
Yeah.
Good angling there, good angling. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, those. No.
At least the sun is behind us now.
Did you not like the sun?
Hmm?
Did you not like the sun?
Gets a bit hot.
Yeah. My rod's going off, but it's not done. Like, it's not ready. It's on.
Hmm?
It's on. Did you see that?
That was actually a good mullet, not too bad. You know what the mullet are doing? Remember like the last time, Alyssa? They bite and then they bring the bait forward. That's what they're doing.
Oh. Dad, I want to go to New Zealand.
You go to New Zealand?
Or Florida.
Florida, the Keys.
The fishing.
It's definitely not a bumper session, but a bit of wear on the line there. But there's definitely fish around. It's 2 mullet we pulled from this little section here.
And a huge.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're good. They're
And
good.
a huge Luderick.
And a huge Luderick, yeah. Yeah, pretty decent Luderick. Give you a little look of this fish. It's a good size fish. I'll chuck it in the live well with his Luderick mate.
It's not really right.
It's a very soft bite, and big bream are like that. They're not aggressive. And he would have been watching that worm for quite a while. And they're just on the other side of the bank there near the reeds. But I've also got fish literally 2 meters from the boat in the back, in this very same spot. So we're going to give it another half an hour, I'd say, and then we're going to head off. Oh, on again. It's not as big as the last one, but it's definitely not a little fish. And again, pickup was very light. It just mouthed off at the bait for a while. This will be softer rod, so it'll be in a 30, and it's a really small hook. Very healthy fish. Fat fish. Maybe about 33, I reckon. Okay, maybe not 33. It's a 35. So I'll put him in the live well. Okay, Alyssa, you can do the honors of counting the fish and explaining to people what we got and thing. Here's the camera here. Look at the camera. Too close. Yeah. What is that?
A yellow-eyed mullet. We got one.
Yep, that's a sheep.
One sheep. Got another lamb.
A horse.
No, it's a sheep. I mean, the lamb. Guys, the dinosaur is lost. And what is this stuff?
That is a really good mullet.
No, it's a horse. And that was 3. This is a salmon.
It's a little bait trout. I'm gonna try and turn.
Oh wait, it's a trout, guys.
No, it's a salmon, but a small one. And I'm taking that for bait for Taylor. So I'll turn that into Taylor, hopefully. Oh, geez, that was a big splash there.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. I mean, mullet. And this is the biggest. But we've caught him bigger. And then we got 1
Little
salmon.
That's a bait.
A bait fish though. And then now the big ones.
Hold it properly. Grab it
It's still
by the
alive.
head.
How is it still alive?
Because they were in a live well.
But the live well was...
Oh. Oh.
You got 1 brim, and it's the size of it is me a sec, guys. Let me quickly check. $37.5, but I didn't do it properly. For one brim. And this is the other one. 110 meters.
Boiling the water too.
And there's another one. But this one's still bendy, see?
Bit green, this fish is strong. He's a strong fish.
And then we got a big.
That's a nice fish there, Alyssa. That's your one, huh?
Yeah.
It's a really nice fish, that one.
This is the only one I caught today, guys.
Okay, guys, and while Alyssa was busy showing you all that fish, I have landed another beautiful fish. I'll give you all a look at it.
This fish is so pretty. Look at it, guys. It's purple.
And he has okay, let's get these fish in there. Alyssa. Okay, look at that. It's another good fish there. Big blue lips. Very good. So I think that's it. We're not going to keep any more fish now. So we got, what's that, 3 bream?
3 bream, 1 Luderick.
3 bream, 1 Luderick and 6 mullet. That'll do us for the weekend. I don't think we're going to continue fishing because I don't believe bream release very well anyway. But that's just my thought. So we're going to call it a day, guys. So that brings us to the end of this segment. As you saw, so we spent time sort of chasing a few different species of fish today. That's a decent Luderick there, and obviously the yellow eye mullet, which is what we set out to target this morning. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you like the channel, consider subscribing, and we'll bring you more of these videos. And just to recap, so we're fishing in Marlo, and there's a lot of places in Marlo that you can fish and you can be successful. Obviously there's a lot of things that will affect where you're going to fish at what time. One of them being the fresh water that flows down both the rivers, Broad Rib and Snowy. Like I said, I've got a very unorthodox method of testing. So I'll taste the water. If it's salty, it's fine. If it's fresh, then I'll try and find salty water. And it works for me. Generally, I won't bag out, but I'll catch quality fish.